Hi, chap. Merry Christmas. Welcome in, everyone. Hello, Will. Welcome, Zeeks. Happy to see you, JK. Cosmic. Alex. All you awesome people in here right off the bat. Hi, Justice Rise. I went and forgot to turn the kettle on in time, so it's making noise. Pancakes. Well, thank you.
Merry Christmas, Chef. Cheers to 30 months of great food and good times. Hope you are having a great holiday.
I am. I hope all of you are as well. I didn't have anything in the calendar for Friday, so I threw in chicken parm off the top of my head. It's like, that sounds fun. Water's not ready. But I'm wearing one of my presents right now. I got a shirt. So I got a new shirt. Thank you, Alex. I'm also going to be using one of I got Jelly Bellies, but I also got Belgian Pearl Sugar. I had not heard of before. We're going to give that a shot with our chicken and waffles that I'm going to be using pancake syrup for. And then I'm also going to be making a salted maple pie. So that is the plans for this evening. Hello there, little spider. We'll let little spider go. It wasn't a bad type of spider. Get the counter a little wipe up here while I'm waiting on that kettle to finish warming up. I hope you have all had a lovely day. I don't know what else to say other than that. Because of the height difference, it always surprises me how much far forward I have to have this to make the top fit into the sort of cone of view. That was way too much coffee. Yeah, that was a double grind on coffee. Thank you, Valorant.
Dollar message.
Thank you very much for that message. This username not exist. I apologize. That's an absolute tongue
Dollar
twister.
message.
So beautiful. Thank you, JK. Appreciate the gifties. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Alan, you got JK. I thank everyone that's given me lovely things. Thank you. Nice, Alex. I didn't really make that connection, but yes, that's awesome. Do you play Valorant? I'm just wondering if the marketing is helping. I have not kept up with the additions and changes from when it first came out, but I watched a bit of stuff about Valorant in the beginning. How it was going to be the Half-Life killer. Gotta change the batteries and the scale here soon. By change, I mean recharge. Let's see here. We're gonna start off tonight after I tell all of you thank you for joining me. I hope you've had a lovely holiday. If you celebrate, cheers. So we're going to start off by making a batch of pie dough. We'll get the flour in there first. We want the butter cold. For dusting later. Butter. That is almost grabbed the 3/4 stick. We're going with the whole. You too, Champagne Complaint. Train emotes, nice. Bit of sugar. I just realized you're not seeing all this, chat. There we go. We got flour and butter and sugar in there. So we got our pea-sized butter with flour, sugar. We adding anything else in with this? Salt. Salt is good. And and chilled water. Alright, I'm happy with that. That's going to go in the fridge to rest for a bit. Just wanted to get it basically together enough that I could very beginning do some rolling on it. Next up, chicken breasts. You saw me butcher the chicken here a stream or two ago. Now we're going to be taking the chicken breasts and using them for our dinner. We're going to ditch the skin. I'll leave the fat. Get to smell that all week. reminds me, I haven't been getting good alerts about that. Let me double check that. Make sure we haven't gotten any new Patreon joiners. Okay, for our chicken, going to be soaking that in some dairy. Cooperate, Bowles. Gets me some whole milk. Some maple syrup. Healthy dose of salt. Pepper. Soy. Liam Perkins. Cayenne. Mustard. Paprika. onion powder. Garlic. I know I have you. Where are you? There you are. Cumin. We'll add all of our chicken in there. Mix up the syrup on bottom if it's not mixed in. You notice it did sort of turn that bit browner. Bit more mapley. Alright, move the chicken off to the side. We'll clean up the chicken mess. We'll clean up the cutting board. back to the spices. Do white pepper over here. Thank you, Suki.
Cheer 100, cheer 100, cheer 100, cheer 100, cheer 100. Merry Christmas. Hope you are having a good one. Thanks for the streams.
I am enjoying myself. Thank you for that, Suki. That isn't what I thought that was. That was dried oregano. I'm throwing some dried thyme in there. Paprika. Got flour on my new shirt. Cayenne. I'm gonna skip the mustard in the flour. I will do cumin. And leave it there with those. Obviously want more salt. The other salt. I think that needs some more color. That still might not be enough. I think we're going to do even more paprika in there. I still have anything left in this jar? Ancho chili powder. More garlic and onion. At first I was just going to throw a bit more paprika in there and then flavor. Let's go in with all of it. Alright, so that's set up for when we want to do our chicken dusting. Now let's make ourselves some pancake batter, or sorry, not pancake batter. Waffle batter. Half an hour later, when I scroll down to the ratio I need for this, how many does this make? Probably like 50. Let's see here. I think that's about right. Let's change that until we get to I think it's probably more than I need, but we'll go with that. How we want to start off with this recipe. Now let's do the eggs first. How much butter do we need? Actually, let's do this in a pan. Let's do it in a pan. I am going to leave the maple out of the waffles, if only as a contrast to the fact that I'm pouring maple over them, and there's maple in the chicken tenders. Bit of vanilla in there. Oh, hush up, butter. Salt. I just realized I added the wrong sugar. Let's see what these sugar pellets look like anyways. They're supposed to be like pellets of sugar so that they're concentrations of sugar in points, and so you get little bits of caramelization in your waffle. It's a pretty nice idea. They seem pretty roughly all sorts of different shapes there. It's almost like they're filtering. It's probably what they are doing. It's almost like they're filtering off the scraps and broken pieces off of somewhere, making sugar cubes. And gotta try one for quality. Yep, it's sugar. Whisk down. Adding our dairy to our butter. We're going to turn the heat back on here, but low. So you just want all of this melted and warm. Going with dose cups of flour. Wait until that butter completely melts. It started re-solidifying because the milk is cold. I'm gonna add some of these too in there, so that we're gonna go extra sugary with this. But I'm adding them on top of the flour, so hopefully they don't just drop into the liquid and immediately dissolve. Should probably put that on the sugar tray. What do you think, chat? I think that goes on the sugar tray. Then again, this is not the recipe that these sugar things are even intended for. They're intended for a Belgian waffle. There's a recipe on it that I'm not following for doing Belgian waffles. But Belgian waffles are a yeast-raised waffle, and I've got the sort of smaller, flat, square waffle iron, and Belgian waffles are most commonly made in those big, thick, round styled waffle makers. I actually sort of wish I could find one of those big cast iron ones. I say big, they're not all that big. They're smaller than probably a typical waffle machine. We melting over here yet, butter? Nope, there's still a stick in there. So we're just going to chill here during the ad. Anyone else get anything exciting? Anyone get any amazing gifts? Anyone get a car? Jet ski? Snowmobile? Jacuzzi? Sauna? All-inclusive trip to the Bahamas? As long as it isn't a timeshare, good. Nice. Actually, I take that back. It's not one of those ones in a property that's like completely underwater because they're going to have to redo the entire tower, is it? Like, that's a thing in Miami and southern Florida. Like, they had a big, well, it's Miami, they're constantly building, but they had a boom of buildings that didn't quite make the spec, and now they're like asking all of these people that spent a ton of money on their homes, a ton of money extra to make sure their homes don't fall to the ground. I gave my parents a hummingbird feeder. But I enjoy the hummingbirds out here, and it was sort of a thing for me. My grandparents on my dad's side always had a hummingbird feeder outside their window, and my only problem with hummingbird feeders is, and I hope the one that I got my parents is better at this than the average one, so many of them just leak out of the bottom. There's actually a couple decent brands that are doing ones with built-in cameras. I didn't go with those. One, because of price, but two, because I didn't want my parents to have to deal with the, install an app and is this in the cloud, is this theirs, sort of a thing. I didn't want them to have to even think about that. They also aren't as pretty as some of the more decorative feeders. They all sort of look like they're all using the same generic plug-and-play video camera with their own app. Bad, Jason. That's bad. I shouldn't do that. Hot pans on cutting boards is a horrible idea, especially if you use a gas range. Because if your gas range isn't properly calibrated, you'll end up getting soot build up on your pans. And if you put your pans on the cutting board, good luck getting that out. That's how you get those black cutting boards that you see all over the place. It's putting hot pans or dirty pans on the cutting board. Nice, Zeeks. There's all sorts of game sales. Anyone getting anything as far as games that's exciting out there? I'm forgetting what it was, but I heard there's a sleeper hit out there recently too that's on sale. But I'm forgetting the name of it, and I don't even know what type of game of it was, but I just trust the person saying that it was a sleeper hit. Okay, so we've done most of our prep at this point. We've got our chicken in seasoning and dairy and maple syrup. We've got our batter made. We've got our seasoned flour ready for our chicken. We got our dough for our pie made up. That wasn't what I wanted to do. Accidentally hit the back button on my mouse. That could be devastating on the wrong page while streaming. Ooh, I earned a hype chest. I got a hype fist emote too. Thank you, chat. Nice, Cosmic. Of the things I got, which entirely from my parents, it would be this shirt, the jelly beans, all sorts of chocolate, dried cherries, pens. There's a number of smaller gifts I get every year, mints, that sort of a thing. New bedding. And I'm drawing a blank on the rest, and I apologize for that if they're listening. But let's see here. Do I do the filling or do I do the crust first? Let's see what the recipe says. It uses a pre-made crust though. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna roll out the dough here next. Cosmic. Yeah, that's always an issue for me. I'm doing pretty good today, but I've got a pile of chocolate over there staring at me just past the camera over there. Like, you know, nice big chocolate Santa and all sorts of mini chocolate snowmen that are individually wrapped like I'm supposed to eat those on separate days or something. Oh, I meant to mention this earlier. I got the caramel corn. I ended up going for the Chicago Graders caramel corn and cheddar combo, and was absolutely thoroughly depressed with it. Like, I've had it before, and it's been great. But the cheddar flavor, like, they might have changed whatever they're doing for their cheddar seasoning, or the way they're doing their commercial popcorn, like packaged and sold popcorn. No thank you. I don't think I'm gonna get that again. That was more of a last night thing than a... The unable to move after eating was more Sunday for me with the beef. Oh, I was full on Sunday night. Okay, so I've now done 2 book folds on this lovely pie dough. So this should be set to go here. I'm going to dust this because we're getting a little stickage. Did you go for a fart walk? I posted an article about that, and it makes me laugh in Discord. It's really healthy to take a walk after eating. Did I stop the music, or am I just not hearing it? I'm just not hearing it. Thank you, Cosmic. Thank you for the follow. Talking directly into the microphone there. cutting it close on this dough tonight. Not going to have a huge edge crust on this one. Still going to have a decent crust. I mean, I just could have rolled it out maybe a slight bit thinner. And just sort of rolling the edge under and pinching it against itself more than the pied pan. Or if you can, even just straight up rolling it under, which was what I would be doing if I had more excess. Alright, now go through and do our edging. Enjoy, Alex. Now we're going to throw this back into the fridge to chill for a little bit while we make our filling for it. Can I rest you up there? Is there enough room? That's an interesting thought. Let's see if we got something that'll work for that. Oh, here we go. Be right back. Gotta grab something. Oh, over here, camera. Oh, over here. Welcome, Sycamore. Oh no, we need to get rid of this silliness. We don't need none of this silliness in here. I don't know if I want to put that there. I am essentially doing a play on an old fashioned, but using maple syrup. We got some orange bitters, some Angostura bitters, little maraschino cherry action. I'm not getting a pint glass dirty, chat. I'm just gonna shake it. Wish I had an orange peel. Why am I trying to put this in the... This does not go in the refrigerator. What am I doing? No, wrong button. That button. So yeah, I wish I had an orange peel for that and garnish it, but otherwise, cheers, chat, for a second time this evening. It matters sometimes, Cosmic. I mean, it depends on the drink, but sometimes it absolutely makes a drink. This one is certainly much better with some orange peel in there. That's delicious, though, just by its own. The one that comes to my mind that really needs orange though, is a Negroni. Even though you got the orange liqueur, you need the orange to sell that one. Oh, dad jokes are certainly welcome here. Dad jokes aside, there is a ton of oil in citrus peels. So there's tons of flavor in citrus peels. I need to buy more plastic wrap. I've been using that small little, Chat, please tell me you don't all use small little plastic wrap things like this. This is like emergency use for all of you, right? Let's switch to a cutting board. Well, let's do this instead. You stay right there. As I try and wrangle this waffle iron out. Oh, hey, the cord came with it. How convenient. Cosmic. I can't stand press and seal. My mom uses press and seal, I think. She at least used to. And no. I don't get this plastic wrap either that doesn't stick to anything either. So I understand people thinking that plastic wrap doesn't stick. But no press and seal. Ew. Of course, I sort of feel like that's something that I don't think a lot of people put a lot of thought of, and they actually really cheap out on, especially nowadays. If you go to a proper, cash and carry or food warehouse or food depot, restaurant depot, you'll see that they have not only plastic wrap, not only aluminum foil, but different thicknesses? Different lengths? So we got this warming up now. Oil. We need oil over here for frying. Making sure that's not the fishy oil. Don't want fishy oil for our chicken tonight. That's the fishy oil. What am I doing? I'm getting ahead of myself here. Let's turn this thing off for a minute. I still need cutting board room. We need to make our filling for our pie. Good thing this needs melted butter. You know, I don't think that's gonna cover it, chat. I think I need another bottle of maple syrup. I don't think... I'm sorry, but I don't think this is gonna cut it. You think this will handle it, chat? As someone I used to know in the farmers markets would say, it's as big as my head. How much of this am I using again? A lot. Oh yeah, just a cup. Nothing too serious. salt. Cornmeal. Ooh, abalone. I got to try some of that fresh raw once, locally harvest. That's enough brown sugar. Would enjoy that chance once again, but people harvest them here in Sonoma County, but it's sort of a rare thing. And it's also very dangerous in many cases. People regularly die trying to harvest them. And that's just not just locally, but worldwide. It's because they grow on rock or live on rock faces, crawl across rock faces, and often on shores with waves and people trying. It's not a safe combo. Adding our melted butter into this. Trying to get as much of that brown sugar mixed up and incorporated as I can. Vanilla. Heavy cream. I was being risky looking for eggs and heavy cream on Tuesday. Because I had to buy more eggs for this, and I had to buy more cream for this. Or I had to buy heavy cream for this. Cosmic. And I was thinking of making some whipped cream with the rest, but there isn't really enough there to whip up, so I think I'm just going to have to endure using whole cream in my coffee for a little bit. So what am I missing other than egg? Oh yeah, we need to add some eggs in there too. I'll just use you. I slept in today, it was glorious. What did I go over here for? Eggs. Well, you see about the cuisine, the real trick to eating those is taking your time. Here you go, chat. Not even a single groan for that? Almost threw the excess egg white in there. Wait, this recipe is really confusing. really confusing recipe. Why are you doing this to me, recipe? You're getting all sorts of complicated with how they want to blind bake this shell. And like you're starting with the pre-made recipe to begin with. Recipes can be frustrating, chat. So I guess we're blind baking our crust. So putting it in here in the refrigerator was perhaps not the best plan of action. Oh, that feels great. Love that fan on my face. That's good stuff. Not so great for the mic. Where is my pie rice? You stay right there, chat. Let's. I didn't get rid of my baking rice, did I? I mean, it wasn't exactly the most beautiful stuff anymore. Huh. I guess I don't have baking rice. What do I use? Do I use other rice? I agree, Cosmic. We need an equivalent. Like this brown jasmine rice that I'm probably never going to eat the rest of. Do you want to somewhat guard the sides, but not go overboard with that? Could maybe have used 4 pieces and gone over the edges a bit more. Pan and parchment. So I have to reconsider my timing now with dinner and all of this loveliness. We're going to have about a 20-minute break here because we got to allow this dough to bake before we can fill it and bake it a second time. The second bake is 40-ish minutes. We can handle the waffles and the chicken during that. I don't think it's a really good idea to start before that. So I think we're going to take about a 20-minute break here tonight, chat. While this blind bakes. By the way, I absolutely love that the recipe also not only tells you to blind bake it at a high heat, it then tells you to cut down the heat. But you gotta read the full paragraph in order to figure that out. It really just wants you to shock it initially. Hey, they can see me. Welcome in. Merry Christmas to you as well. Hopefully you've had a great one. We're having some fun with maple syrup tonight. I don't know if it... Yeah. Supposed to refrigerate that after opening it, so we're going to refrigerate that, but I don't know where I'm going to fit it in my fridge. I hope to use it at least once more, too, so. For those joining in, doing maple syrup ingredient challenge tonight, and so... doing maple infused fried chicken fingers. That's what's given us that maple color to our milk in there. We've got, which obviously since we're doing fried chicken, we're going to be doing waffles, maple syrup with all of that. And we're doing a sort of play on, I'm forgetting the name of the pie. Chess pie. It's essentially a maple sugar pie. Is there a difference in maple syrup and pancake syrup? Most certainly. Maple syrup is maple syrup. You can have all sorts of pancake syrups. Actually, the most commonly in the US, most common pancake syrup is golden syrup, which is really corn syrup that's been flavored. Which is actually, I think because of my childhood and having it more as a kid, I prefer it to actual maple for like pancakes and stuff. Sorry, don't hate me. Maple syrup is amazing too. But you've also got all sorts of other syrups that you can use agave syrup. You can make all sorts of fruit flavored syrups too. I mean, anyone that's been to an IHOP, I don't know if they still do this anymore. It's been probably a half decade or a decade since I've been in an IHOP. But IHOPs always used to have like 4 different containers of syrup with different flavors that you could use. There's also some obscure syrups that are out there that are a little bit harder to find than, let's say, artisan syrups or things from other trees or plants that people have found and made of their own that are available out there but aren't heavily produced. Nope, we want that higher. I don't know why. I was supposed to set the oven to 450. I set it to 400. So that was it beeping that it said 400. For those just joining in, this is also my pie crust. This is just, we're gonna blind bake it, and that's what we're waiting on the oven for. I messed up on my recipe for this, or rather I messed up on my timing because I didn't read through the recipe for the pie tonight and was anticipating that I was just gonna pour the filling into the crust and bake it all together, because we are going to bake this a second time. Hope everyone's okay with the holiday music, if only for one day a year. I need to clean my Stream Deck. The button I just pushed for this one, I call this scene board / stove. Because board, it's cutting board, and then it's also got the stove. Is the dirtiest of all of the buttons. I must use this one when my hands are the dirtiest. Okay, we're gonna throw the pie crust in the oven, and we're gonna take a 20-minute AFK. But by meaning in 20-minute AFK, I'm just gonna leave the cutting board showing there while it's baking. Hi, Ghosty. I'm surprised that worked. My bot has not been working cooperatively with things like changing camera views and lovely things like that. But we're gonna go ahead and switch over to, but hello there. Hello there. we're gonna take I'm gonna go ahead and throw this pie crust in the oven. 450. After 6 minutes, I'm gonna be lowering the temp. And otherwise, we're going to leave all of you hanging out looking at the cutting board. And I'm going to be back in 20 minutes. I'm going to leave the music going. Let's see, where is... And I will be back here in 20 minutes once our crust is done blind baking. Welcome back. So let's see here. Let's take a look at our pie and see what we got. This could take another 5 minutes in the oven. Looking at that, I think I might like where we're at now, though. Got some light browning where it wasn't 100% protected, but nothing serious. Yeah, I think we're looking like we're par cooked on bottom. I think we are good there. So we're gonna let that sit there for a moment. Clear off the cutting board here. Got to remember which bowl is which. Start preheating our waffle iron again, but we still got a 40-minute bake, so this may be premature. We'll see. If we take the rice out of it, it's gonna cool down much quicker. I'm actually surprised at how easy it is. I mean, I know tin foil is going to cool down quick because there isn't much holding it heat, but how cool that tin foil is. That is just baked. We've got our filling for that. Start heating our oil for frying our chicken. Oh, you can see the camera there, chat. That's interesting. Say hi to my ceiling. And actually you can see my face in there too. That's sort of an interesting perspective too. I don't want this to be ripping hot when I add the batter in there. think I'm going for the whisk with the filling. It needs to be recombined. It's been sitting and forming a skin, and I am now going in with all of that batter. And that is going into the 350-degree oven. Carefully. In fact, I think I'm going to two-hand that one. We're going to do the waffles first, and then we'll do the fried chicken. I'm more comfortable with keeping the waffles warm than the chicken, though both of them we can do that with. We're still not up to heat with the waffle iron though, so it is making me wish that I had some butter spray though, because butter spray is definitely the way to go with the waffle iron. You can see the sugar chunks, even though they've been in the sort of liquid batter, are still sort of there. Maybe should have put those in last thing before putting there. Again, it's not the right recipe for them either. Oh hey, we can sneak my keyboard back into its normal home now. Interesting perspective that will give you all a little thought on how many people there are on our earth right now. Did you know that at any point in time of the day there are thousands of people looking at the moon And I don't mean just staring up and looking at the moon. I mean with telescope, with like proper visual tools. Somehow I think a good portion of these drone reports is the CIA looking at what's going on internationally, or FBI maybe even, looking what's going on internationally and realizing our local police forces are not up to snuff. We gotta scare people into line here. Because if you listen to what's going on with the world and all that, got some smokiness going on there. I do not think our police are able to handle some of this. I'm not saying they don't have tools. I'm not saying that they're... I just don't think a lot of them are putting any money towards it other than a couple of show pieces here and there. Butter. Do we want to do some butter coating on the... Oh, we're just going to roll with it. This should be enough for 3, I think. My understanding is also they had loosened a number of laws just recently about nighttime drone flying. That just happened to coincide with, oh my gosh, there's so many drones. There is a rather amazing number of laws over drones already, which basically you can't legally fly as a drone. Anyone see the whole debacle over the show where the drone started crashing and cut up that kid, unfortunately? I don't have one myself, but apparently there's some apps and stuff like that that can tell you the specifics on where the FAA is saying is no-fly zones and stuff like that. But I don't have one, so I haven't looked that much into it. I don't really know what I would use one for. they're fun. They're cool. You know, it'd be awesome to get, you know, that one-time shot of the house and maybe a few other small things, but we still set properly here. Oh, we're a bit high. Let's go down to waffle temp. Hi, Ozzy. The roast turned out delicious, I hope. You talking about that seasoning's got me needing to give it a shot, despite me not really being big on spice mixes. Snickerdoodle cookie crust pie. Crust pumpkin pie. Ozzy showing us this meat log. Christmas hot pot. Carrot souffle. Tasty stuff as well. You seem to be a fan of that brand. You seem to post that brand regularly. You just using the same bottle for special events, or you keep going back to what they be selling? We gotta do this again. They didn't ban me the first time for posting this. We're still not done on that first waffle. Yeah, it looks like a new bottle. That's sort of why I was asking. They do a number of different flavors. They also do things like port wine bottles, finishes, and stuff like that. I think I've had one of their bottles in the past. I bought this and it's a mistake. I'm never probably going to go through this. I'm trying to think of ways that I'm going to use it. I'm sorry to the people that love it. It's got a beautiful smoke finish to it. It's got a beautiful smoke flavor to it. Could definitely use it for sauces and stuff like that. To drink on its own, I just can't, like, maybe I can mix it with something? But I took one shot of that and I'm just like, well, not one shot, I took one Glencairn of it, and like, yeah, I don't know that I can do this. I wanted to try, you know, honest, heavy, smoky, peaty. Yeah, I don't know, it's really my style. It's delicious, and I can see why people enjoy it. It's just a little too smoky for me, I guess? I don't know. that one's not looking like the greatest waffle I've ever made, but we're gonna roll with it. It did not poof much. It is sugary though, so I am going to be a little more gracious with this second one. I didn't put any like baking powder or baking soda into this recipe, I'm realizing now. So there's not a whole lot of rise to this other than the eggs. It's an okay first waffle. Alright, we're gonna go up full flame on this oil now. We're almost 300-ish. We'll start getting going with our chicken here. And throw all of our chicken from our dairy into the flour. Both are seasoned already earlier in the stream. If anyone's newer in here, we are definitely seasoning this chicken. There is lots of seasoning in this flour. And there is some seasoning in the dairy. Just using regular milk, not using buttermilk. I have Tony's. I didn't put any Tony's in there. I did put plenty of cayenne and pepper in there. So, I mean, that's sort of the same thing. Did you see my Korean gumbo the other night? My gochujang gumbo? Sort of double coating each of these and somewhat stacking them up so I have an area to do final coating. Almost 300 there with our temp. adding our first batch of chicken back into the dairy and seasoning to get a second coat on everything. See if we can't sneak 4 of them in there at a time this time, tonight. I think it was a Monday. Smelling things had me worried that we're too hot with something, but apparently we're okay here. Still cooking on our second waffle here. Just need another 50 degrees on this oil. Correction. 20 to 50. Surprised this waffle's taken so long. Another 30 seconds. Make sure it's all 350-ish. We're putting 4 of them in there, so we want it to be absolutely up to temp. I know it's going to happen the moment that I'm ready to put the chicken in there. You're going to be ready, aren't you? You're going to do that to me, aren't you? Silly little waffle maker. There you are, right there. Right now. Last waffle going in the machine. And now we're going to go back over to the stove, and we're going to get started with our frying. Wire rack for our chicken when it comes out. We'll get going with the next batch back into the dairy for its second dunk. Back to the flour for these. Can only have so many things on camera at once, chat. Sorry about that. We're focusing on the frying rather than me doing more battering. Got just under 12 minutes on our pie. We got our third ad break of the evening there. Welcome, Owl. Which means my earbud is going to die on me soon. Welcome for everyone joining in. We're frying chicken tenders, making waffles, celebrating pancake syrup tonight with waffles. And also making a salted maple pie in the oven. We've got our third waffle of the night in the waffle maker, our final waffle of the night. Grab my fine salt for when these come out of the drink. Speaking of drink, I finished mine. I don't know if I need another right now. Those are all still a little too squishy for me. Want to pull them out of the drink. Try and use a fork to coat this second batch and keep my hands a little cleaner. Maybe save a paper towel or two here. Maybe. This is sounding a bit better now. Yeah, now we're doing a bit better with these. Hit those first four up with some fine salt. Make sure we're back up to temp here before we dump new ones in there. Yeah, we need another 50, 60 degrees in there. Still not there with our waffle over here. We'll get the waffle maker out of the way and put the chicken up where everyone can see all the beautiful chicken here once this last waffle's done. Gotta grab the crispy bits. We want those too. Gotta have the cracklings. There's our last waffle. Oof. Don't know if I want to go longer with that one. Let's go a little longer with that one. I want to show everyone the chicken, but I also want to make sure our waffles are waffles. I'm glad I did as many waffles as I did, though. Like, I was going to try and do only 8, which is 2 of those. We went with 3. At the same time, I don't want to burn the other side. Hey, Penguin. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully you've been well. Hopefully you're having an amazing day. Let's see if I can barehand this out of here. Hi, chat. I think we can put the flour away. How we doing on oil temp? Still not there. Give it a stir up since we're not there. Try and make sure we're equaling everything out. Ooh. Thank you. Thank you for the biddies. We've got our next batch of chicken ready to go in. But we have our first batch out of the oven here. Welcome, Pyro. Just need another 10-20 degrees here and this oil will get going with our second batch of frying. Got another 2.5 minutes on our pie before that comes out of the oven. Chicken saltimbocca. That's giving me ideas. Penguin. I'm doing chicken parmesan on Friday, but now you're making me regret not doing like one of many other options. No burnt cheesecake here. I've done it. Well, I take that back. I've done Bass cheesecakes, which are purposely to a degree burnt, and they are delicious. They're actually my favorite type of cheesecake. Alright, let's go in with our second batch of chicken here. Apple rhubarb. I don't really have a great source for rhubarb. I know it's a seasonal one. I know it's all available around here. You can probably find it at the farmers markets when it's around, but I've never really gotten into that one. One of them dances. I'm not 100% sure. But Basque cheesecake is most certainly French. It's different from most other cheesecakes, though, so I wouldn't be surprised if there's two origins. Oh, that needs a little bit longer, chat. We're going to give that another 5 minutes. Going back into the water or back into the dairy with our last two chicken tenders here. For our second coat of dairy. Being super sanitary there, hovering raw chicken over the cooked ones. And back into the flour for these. Thank you for the follow. Nice, Penguin. Yeah, we people need more time off than I think a lot of people take. At least in the US. In Europe, they have like actual planned vacations. Getting close on that second batch. Nice. But that means you all can all come hang out with me on Sunday when I'm doing a long stream and making some chicken stock. Right? Give that a moment longer to warm back up here. We have our maple pie there. That's going to settle a bit. Oh, hey, we can turn the oven off. We're done baking. The crust is pulled away from the pie tin some, so I'm happy with that too. It has sort of oddly poofed up a bit more over here than the rest of it. How's our oil temp looking here? 300-ish. Dad joke just trying to crack us all up. I'm hot. It's sweaty. It's warm in this kitchen right now, chat. I've already had some cold maple syrup and bourbon. That was tasty. But I went through that. Hot pot. I'm going in with these last two. I'm throwing the waffles into the hot oven to stay warm. The oven is off, but it's still warm. What'd you buy for your hot pot? What was your meats of choice? What were your veggies of choice? I don't know if you're a meat person or not, but... I know the big one, both Korean barbecue and hot pot, when I was in LA, one of the big, like, the big item, the big, you know, like, suck people in item was they would do Kobe short ribs. Just, like, Kobe meat, just sliced, like, paper thin with a rib on the end of it. The music stop on me again? Well, yeah, why'd the music stop on me again? Let's not replay the same song again. I think I just went to the end of the playlist there. I don't think I have a huge playlist here for my holiday playlist. Yep, we outdid it. It's only a little over 3 hours, and we've done a 3-hour plus stream tonight. My earbud's about to die. It's probably got about 2 minutes left. Noodles, dumplings, thin sliced lamb, ebiyaki. Okay. Shrimp pancake balls. Yeah. Cabbage and carrots. Smoked jowls. Jowl meat's great meat, chat, if you don't know. Jowl, they make bacon out of jowl meat a lot of the time. Same time, it's like the jaw. Cut off the heat on the oil. Drop our last 2 pieces of chicken here. We're gonna have to let this pie cool a bit, I think. So we're probably not gonna get a final shot of that until later in the Discord. But we can put together our dinner plate. Thank you, Ozzy. Appreciate the gifties. Thank you, thank you. Getting the hype train going here.
Dollar message.
Valorant with a couple more gifties. Thank you, Valorant.
Dollar message.
Butter in there. And then we need our maple syrup, of course, with this being maple syrup ingredient challenge night. And then what's fried chicken without a little bit of hot sauce? Even though this is more angry vinegar than it is hot sauce. I made one earlier, Ozzy. It was tasty. I didn't have an orange for with it, but otherwise it was a tasty drink. Hi, squirrel. So there we have our dinner for tonight. I think I'm gonna break into one of these while we're hanging out here. There's some seasoning in that crust. Actually, squirrel, I think it's originally an LA thing, but yes, it's most certainly been adopted by the South. Where is Roscoe's? I know it was definitely a thing in New York when I was there in New York. Of course I did, squirrel. It's the maple syrup challenge night. Or rather, not maple syrup, but pancake syrup. For anyone that may be new in here. Hi, I'm Chef JT. I do on every Wednesday, Christmas or not, an ingredient challenge. We hold weekly votes in the Discord. They've done 2-3 years of these now. And we're over, I think, 200 of them, or close to 200 of them, something like that. And so this week's challenge was pancake syrup, and the challenge is to use it both sweet and savory for dinner on Wednesday. And so we have our syrup-coated chicken and waffles here. But we've also got our maple pie, salted maple pie. You're supposed to finish this with some salt on top, or some big flaky salt on top. Yeah, challenge-wise, this one's a good one. Like, both of the options that you were voting on this week, chat, were pretty good options for Christmas. Whether it was port wine or pancake syrup, both of those would have been awesome for tonight. Yeah, Squirrel, it's if you're familiar with chess pie, it's more or less an egg and sugar custard, but we're using maple syrup for our sugar in this case. There's a whole cup of maple syrup in that pie. Yeah, it's looking like time is going to win for next week, Zeeks. We have, going from our Discord posts today to dinner vote. It's between the Magic Shell chocolate topping and time. I'm looking forward to time. Time's an interesting challenge. I don't know that a time's won before. I did notice that there's a Twitch clip here. Well, I'm gonna have to check that out after stream. We're gonna let that pie cool. That pie is still definitely that's still warm. It's still hot. The sugar in that definitely both is going to retain heat and is going to hang out for a while to cool down. Because not only is there a whole cup of maple syrup in there, there's brown sugar in there, and but I want to go and enjoy this, so this is still nice and hot. So I am going to call the stream there for tonight, folks. Amazingly, my earbud has survived the stream. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. I hope you enjoyed hanging out with me. I hope you come back to join me again on Friday or Sunday. I'm going to be streaming pretty much all day on Sunday, at least Pacific time. I'm going to be making chicken stock from scratch. Going to be doing chicken parm here on Friday. I forget what we got on Monday, but we got plans already in the Discord for Monday as well. I got to throw some more Monday recipes in there. I forgot to take photos here. I need to take photos. Let's take a quick photo or two of dinner tonight. But going back to talking about the Discord, if you would like to have your own say in the next challenge, if you would prefer time not win, you can go ahead and join the Discord and have your own vote. And just below the voting channel, there is an ingredient submission channel where you can submit ingredients, and the ones that get the most votes from everyone else in chat make it to the main vote. We've also got quite a few people posting food photos lately. That's been amazing. Thank you so much for doing that. We now got people throwing clips into the Discord too. That's awesome too. So we got photos there for the Discord. Let's grab a photo of our pie. I will try and get you all a photo of this sliced before it completely gets eaten. And I'm gonna leave it there. I hope to see you all back here on Friday. I hope you had an amazing holiday. Merry Christmas to all of you that celebrate. Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa. Yeah. Good night.